Hello there Steveos, welcome along to this week's episode of Steve's weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. This is vlog 222. It is 2 minutes past 7 on this Monday morning. It's Monday the 18th of November 2024 and I have just woke up and I've just switched my lamp on that's over there as well. Time for me now to head off into the bathroom though and have a shower and get dressed and have a shave as well, because I've not had a shave in a couple of days, so I'm going to have a shave as well this morning. So that's what I'm about to do right now on this Monday morning. I think it's about time I did my washing, don't you think? Look how overloaded that is, that's so bad. Anyway, I'm going to put a wash on in the washing machine now on this Monday morning. Going to put the drying up away that's on the draining board from last night's dinner. Just about to head off into the bathroom now and brush my teeth. Ready to see my support worker, as my support worker will be with me at 9 AM this morning, which is in roughly around about 5 minutes time at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog. So it is Monday afternoon, it's just coming up to 1 PM. I have spent this morning, 2 hours of this morning with my support worker. Went off to the Toby Carvery at the Cooper Dean roundabout in Bournemouth, and we had I had a Toby Carvery breakfast with 2 cups of tea, and my support worker had 2 cups of tea herself as well. She didn't have breakfast because she had breakfast before my session this morning. Anyway, obviously we then came back here, we had a walk around the neighbourhood for a little bit and had a bit of a chat, and then she went off, and I have since then put some washing that I stuck on before my support session. I put that in the tumble dryer to dry, and I put a second load of washing on as well, so in the washing machine. So that's all sorted, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've done. I've just chilled out really, checked social media, and I've just sorted out a music playlist because I'm going to be heading out, and I'll tell you where I'm heading out to in the next scene of the weekly vlog. Out and about on a bus as I'm heading off to Bournemouth Town Centre, because I'm going to the cinema today to go and see a film called Anora, which I will speak about in my next movie wrap-up video for you guys on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Fingers crossed I can get there on time, because the bus was late by nearly 10 minutes, should we say. So fingers crossed I should get there on time, fingers crossed. And I also need to get a snack and a drink as well, so we'll see if I can get that. For dinner this evening I've got chicken dippers with some sweet corn, baked beans and sausages. Time for me to take the washing that I put in the tumble dryer earlier out of the tumble dryer and into my washing basket, and then put the stuff that I put in the washing machine earlier before I went to the cinema. I'm going to go and stick that in the tumble dryer out here on this Monday night. Well, that's a good start. I've literally just come out into the back garden because I need to clean, well, I'm not cleaning the rabbits, but I'm just basically sorting their water and their food out. They've just come up behind my camera to say hello to me, but guess what, I think I might have just stepped in a little bit of Simba's poo that's down by the rabbit cage. That is a rabbit, so I don't know how well you can see them. There's one. Hello, do you want to say hello? No? Okay, so yes, I'm just going to clean out there. I'm just going to sort their water. Actually no, their water should be fine. They have drunk some of it, but not all of it, so I'm going to leave their water for now because it should be fine. But I'm just going to top up their food, and I'm going to put some more hay into their little hay box, which is up here as well, because they haven't got no hay at the moment. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try my best not to step in this bloody wet dog poo. Monday night, and I am just about to have a video chat on Skype on my iMac with my friend Kieran, because we didn't Skype last night due to the fact that he was, let's just say he was unwell. Let's just say that. Let's just say he was unwell, okay? He was unwell. But he's feeling a lot better right now though, so I am going to have a Skype video call with him tonight. So yeah, so I'm going to have a good catch up with Kieran over on Skype on my iMac right now on this Monday night. And there is a couple of reviews that Jeremy Johns has done recently that I have not seen over on his YouTube channel, Jeremy Johns, including Heretic, which is a movie I have seen, Gladiator 2, which I've not seen, and Red 1, which I've not yet seen either. I mean, well, Gladiator 2 I've not seen in the cinemas, and Red 1 I've not yet seen in the cinemas neither. So, and speaking of Gladiator, by the way, let me just come back to me very quickly. Hello. I'm thinking what I might do in the next week is, I'm thinking that I've never seen the original Gladiator movie that came out in the year 2000. So like 24 years ago now. So I'm thinking at some point later this week, maybe towards the end of the week, I might catch up and watch the first Gladiator movie. And then early next week, I'm going to go and watch Gladiator 2 in cinemas, see what that one's all about. Because I've heard nothing but positive reviews about Gladiator 2, but I don't really want to go and see the sequel if I've not yet seen the original movie first. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. But anyway, I'm going to watch those 3 videos from Jeremy Johns over on his YouTube channel, Jeremy Johns, right now on YouTube on my iPad. Monday night, and I am now just about to head off to bed because I do have work tomorrow. It is 11:25, by the way, so I'm just about to put my phone on charge and put my camera on charge as well, ready for me to vlog more content tomorrow morning, probably when I get back home from work. So yeah, I've just taken my nighttime medication, and I've also just packed my headphones in my bag because I put them on charge earlier, and packed my medication in my bag as well, and obviously got changed into my pyjamas. So anyway, I shall bid you all good night from me, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next year of the weekly vlog, which will be... morning, just got home from work, just about to get on my work uniform. Currently taking Simba for a walk up the footpath to the village and then back down the footpath again on this Tuesday morning slash nearly afternoon. There he is, look. Where has he gone? Where's he gone? There he is. Anyway, hello! I am wearing a beanie, as you can see, because it is cold today here in the UK, here where I live, in Bournemouth, in Dorset. It's freezing, so I've decided to wear a beanie while I take Simba for a walk. However, though, it's not all like bad here, because could be worse, could be up north in the UK, in places like Nottingham or Birmingham, where they're experiencing snow. Zoe has sent me a few Snapchats today of the snow where she lives in Birmingham, and apparently she has said it's snowing quite heavily there. She's hoping that it does stop because we are planning to see each other tomorrow. Fingers crossed the trains are still running and they're not really badly disrupted. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know a little bit later on in this week's episode of the vlog whether I am meeting up with Zoe, whether she will be making an appearance in this week's episode of the vlog. I kind of hope she does, but if not, then it's out of our control really, isn't it? It is the weather. So, but anyway, but I do know that there is some disruption up north in Birmingham and in Nottingham as well, where they've got some snow. So it's kind of lightly raining here in Bournemouth, and the temperatures are really cold. Like, I think it's down to probably single figures, probably looking at maybe 7 or 8 degrees today. So honestly, it's quite a big drop in temperatures, to be honest. Not that I'm a meteorologist or anything like that. I don't do weather forecasting or anything like that, but I just feel as though it's quite a big tank drop from what it was yesterday, so I'm hoping I don't get ill in the next few days. I am at the cinema, about to go and see Red 1, and I've got a drink as well, a very large Coke with a Fanta Fruit Punch. Anyway, I'm in screen number 8, so I'm going to go and see Red 1 at the cinema. Just got back home from the cinema, just to let you know, by the way, that my review for Red 1 is available for you guys to see on my latest episode of the movie wrap-up, which is available to watch right now over on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, so feel free to check that out if you have not yet seen it. But wait though until after this week's episode of the weekly vlog is over. For dinner tonight, I've got 2 fish cakes with chips and spaghetti hoops and sausages. I just had to put my phone on charge because it's on 11%. So that's Snapchatting and TikToking that I'm doing. Speaking of TikTok, by the way, I've started to do movie reviews over on TikTok as well now. Because I just feel as though it's, you know, like there is a platform I've seen various TikTokers do movie reviews on their TikTok pages, so I thought I'd join the bandwagon pretty much and give you my thoughts on movies that I've gone to the cinema to go and see. So, for example, so far this week I've done a movie review for Anora, and I've done a movie review for Red One as well, and I posted them onto my TikTok page. So, yeah, so if there is like a specific movie that you want to hear me talk about, then they're over on my TikTok. But I am going to try my best now going forward, especially if I'm going to start reviewing movies on TikTok as well, and I want to start doing this in 2025 as well. I want to start going to see movies at the cinema on the day that the movie is released in cinemas, or at least try to. I'm going to do that actually a little bit later on this week with the movie Wicked. And I'm planning to do exactly the same thing with like Moana 2, Mufasa the Lion King, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Kraven the Hunter, Better Man as well. You know, I want to go and see all their movies on the day that they get released in cinemas, or if there's, say, let's say there's two movies that's been released on the same day, watch the first movie on opening day, and then maybe go back to the cinema the next day to go and see the other movie that was released yesterday, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does make sense. But yeah, honestly, I want to continue that going into 2025 as well. You know, like, obviously I'm still going to be doing vlogging in 2025, and you know, and stuff like that, but I do think as well, because I've got so much love and so much passion for film, I do also want to focus on the film kind of perspective in 2025 as well. So, because I'll tell you why now. I started off this year and there was a lot of movies that came out in the cinemas, and I never went and watched them, and now we've got to the end of the year, and now I've literally got all these films that I'm left to try and catch up on and watch before the end of the year. So, you know, and I don't want to get to this time next year and then be in that same predicament as I am in right now, where there's so many movies that I've not watched because I've just not had the time to watch them, and I've had other bits and pieces to do, etc, etc. So my main goal, my main aim, and my main goal for next year is to try and keep up to date with all the films that come out in cinemas, on streaming, and just watch as many as I possibly can throughout next year. I am aware that, like, in London, they do like film festivals and stuff, and that's another thing that I'd love to do next year. So we'll see what happens on that front. Okay, we'll see. So there might be some good content for the weekly vlogs as well. So we'll wait and see. Alright, we will wait and see. Anyway, it's 8:49 by the way. I've taken Simba for a walk tonight because I'm just in one of those kind of emotional moods tonight where I just needed to go out and get some air, clear my head a little bit, and just go for a little bit of a walk. So I thought I'd take Simba with me. So I've taken Simba for a walk. I have also fed Simba, and I've also fed the rabbits as well. So I'm now sat upstairs in my room. Like I've said, I've put my phone on charge. My phone is now on 12%. Apparently it's 4 hours until my phone will be fully charged again. 4 hours. Damn. So yeah, and also as well, I am now going to go onto my laptop and I'm going to do my movie review on Letterboxd for Red One, which I saw earlier today. It's Wednesday, it's halfway through the week, and we are halfway through this week's episode of the weekly vlog already, and I've just got home from work on this Wednesday morning, and I'm just about to get out my work uniform. Oh, I can't see, but I'm at the village at the moment, taking Simba. I don't know if you can see Simba, I don't know where he is, he might be there somewhere, I don't know. I can't see because the sun's in my eyes, but I'm taking Simba for a walk on this Wednesday afternoon. Just just been out in the back garden and cleaned the rabbits out and gave them their food and their water and their hay as well, so that's all been sorted. And I've also had to pick up a nice little present that Monty left outside in the back garden, near the back garden door, as he decided to bring home a mouse, and he was eating away at it, so I had to pick that up as well. That cat, honestly, curse you! Anyway, so I have got something to say to you very quick, okay? I'm just going to make it very quick. I did say earlier in the vlog that Zoe was going to be meeting up with me this week. Or fingers crossed she was going to be meeting up with me this week. Turns out that's not actually going to be happening now, unfortunately. So to be honest, I just don't think it was going to happen anyways, to be honest, at this point, you know. So I do apologise that I have been saying for the last few weeks that, oh yeah, she's coming down, but she hasn't. But you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. It's happened, okay, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can say really about it. So I have spoken to a couple of people today about it, about how upset I am about it, really, you know, being let down and stuff. So, and obviously they have said that they completely understand how I feel, etc. But yeah, I don't want to really go into too much detail about it, to be honest, because it's just a whole separate thing. And, you know, there's just other bits and pieces going on. I just don't really want to talk about it. Otherwise, I'll be sat here for half an hour, 45 minutes, talking to you guys about everything that's happened away from the vlog and off camera, etc. And I just don't really want to go into it. You know, I make these vlogs because they're here to document my life. You know, I'm not here to cause drama. I'm not here to cause hurt. I'm not here to cause upset or anything like that, okay? I'm literally here doing these vlogs, documenting my life. These things do happen though, you know, where, you know, something is going to be coming up and then it turns out it doesn't happen for certain reasons. It happens, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And unfortunately, me meeting up with Zoe isn't going to happen, and that's all I can say, really. That is all I can say. So yeah, anyway, it is Wednesday afternoon. It is 1:36 to be precise, according to my phone. And I am probably just going to spend the rest of this afternoon chilling out. I have actually got a couple of movies that I do want to give a watch. Paddington, Paddington 2 and Gladiator, the first Gladiator movie as well, because I do actually want to go to the cinema a little bit later on this week to go and see Paddington in Peru and Gladiator 2 as well, okay? So I'm going to give the first two Paddington movies a watch and Gladiator a watch as well on this Wednesday afternoon. For dinner tonight, I've got a garlic chicken Kiev with some chips and mixed veg. I just got back from the shop over the road and got myself a Pipeline Punch Monster. I also got a Dairy Milk chocolate bar and a Dairy Milk caramel chocolate bar. I also got a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Cinnamon flavour to try, which I'm going to try a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog. And I also got a Mango Loco Monster juiced energy drink as well, which I'm going to put in my mini fridge and have tomorrow. And also as well, I've just started up my laptop, my MacBook right here. I've just booted that up and I'm just about to do a couple of movie reviews of some things that I've watched today on Amazon Prime Video and over on Netflix as well. So I'm going to do that over on Letterboxd right now. It is Thursday afternoon, by the way. Good afternoon, everybody. It has been snowing here in Bournemouth today, around Dorset as well. It's been snowing. Only a light blanket of snow though. I do think that the snow is starting to clear a little bit. Actually, I've got a photo of some snow that I found a little bit earlier on as well, because I did head out in it to go and see my support workers because I went out for breakfast with them at the Toby Carvery at Cooperdene in Bournemouth, and I was out with both of them and another client as well. We had a lot of fun. To be honest, can I say something, right? If you ever have a Toby Carvery breakfast, literally grab some bacon, grab some sausages, and then put some gravy on top of the bacon and sausages. Oh my god, it is such a game changer. It really is. Absolute game changer. I only discovered that today. So, you know, obviously they had like Yorkshire puddings out, and they have gravy as well to go on top of the Yorkshire puddings, but I didn't have a Yorkshire pudding. I just went for sausages, bacon, potato and onion, some what else was there? Baked beans, some hash browns, eggs, and also some tomatoes as well. So there we go. So yeah, and then I came back. Once I came back, I've just fed Monty. I've just fed Simba. Monty was very naughty yesterday. I don't think I mentioned this yet in the weekly vlog, but I'm going to mention it now. Monty was very naughty. He brought back home a mouse and was literally eating away at the mouse. Naughty, naughty cat. Anyway, but they're downstairs, they're having their food, they're having some water and stuff. Both Monty and Simba, I've just given them their food, and I've also just helped to put up a curtain up on the front door as well, on the curtain rail. So, because we need to try and keep the warmth in now. It's winter, or it's starting to get a bit more chillier out there, and because it's getting more chillier out there, it's getting more chillier in the house, and we need to try our best to keep the house nice and warm and insulated as best as possibly we can. Anyway, a little bit later on this afternoon, I have got a support session just for half an hour. My support workers coming back over just to check to see how I'm doing at home, how my mum is doing at home, and how well her recovery is after being hospitalised a couple of weeks ago and stuff. So they're going to be coming over again a little bit later on this evening, and then I'm going to do some cooking a little bit later on this evening as well, and I'll show you guys what I've cooked a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog. But what I do want to do though is I do want to try a few little bits and pieces. Now, you may remember a couple of weeks ago while my mum was in hospital, I did stop off at Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth to go to B&M. Now, of course, I have actually had this like in my snap box for a couple of weeks now, and I thought today would be a good day to give it a go. Also as well, by the way, I will show you what I said in my previous part of the vlog, which is the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Cinnamon. This is what it looks like. I don't know how well this is coming up on the camera because it is quite dark. But there we go, that is Coca-Cola cinnamon flavour, so we will give that a go in just a few moments as well. But I'll show you what else I have got to try. So I'm going to give these Cadbury milk chocolate coated peanuts a go. I do think, to be honest, they're just going to be your average chocolate peanuts, but also as well we're going to give these Cadbury milk chocolate coated peanuts and raspberry bites a go as well. Now, this is something I've never actually had before, so that's going to be very interesting to give a go. So we'll give that a go. We'll also give a go a little bit of this Cadbury Dream Marvellous Creations raspberry, which is special edition, by the way. I believe they do have this in Australia. I think I said this a couple of weeks ago. They may have this in Australia, but it's limited edition here in the UK anyway, in B&M. Also as well, I thought we'll give this a go. Dairy Milk Peppermint as well. See how minty this is going to be. We're also going to try this, which I've never had before, by the way, a Top Deck by Cadbury. So there we go, we'll give that one a go. And then finally, sticking with the mint theme as well, we're going to give this a go. Some Cadbury, some Galaxy smooth mints. So we'll give that a go as well. And actually, we will start with that first. What we'll do is we'll go through the chocolates. I will bite off maybe just a little bit. So let's just grab this one. Let's give this a go. This is how it looks. Obviously, it's just like your bog standard Galaxy. Is it minty? I got minty aftertaste. There is a slight hint of mint in that. There is a slight hint of mint, but it's not overpowering. Like, to me, it just tastes like a normal Galaxy chocolate bar, but you kind of just got that kind of mint aftertaste to it, which ain't too bad. If I was to rate it out of 10, I'll probably say a 5.5, you know, because it's a Galaxy chocolate bar, and it's just got that little hint of mint to it. Anyway, we will give Top Deck a go, because I've never had a... Oh God, I've dropped it. I've never had a top deck before in my life, to be honest. This is literally the first time I've ever had a top deck. I don't know how long top decks have been around for. I think they have been around for many years. I think so anyway, but this is the first time, honestly, well, this is the first time to my knowledge anyway, that I've given a top deck a go. I think it is literally just a white chocolate on top of milk chocolate, I believe it is. I'll show you, oh yeah, here we go. This is how it looks. So that's the milk chocolate on the back, that's the white chocolate on the front. So let's give this a go. How do I feel about the mixture of milk chocolate and white chocolate together? Why do I get the feeling that the white chocolate kind of overpowers the milk chocolate? Like, I know it's meant to be 50-50, I guess you could say, like 50% white chocolate and 50% milk chocolate, but I feel as though the white chocolate overpowers the milk chocolate, which isn't a problem because I do enjoy both. I don't mind dark chocolate, I don't mind milk chocolate, and I don't mind white chocolate. Like, for me, it's not really a problem. But if you're, say, a fan of milk chocolate and you wanted to give this a go, then I feel as though you're going to be a bit disappointed if you really love white chocolate more than you love milk chocolate. If you love milk chocolate more than you love white chocolate, because the white chocolate is just going to be a bit more overpowering, really, with this top deck. But out of 10, what would I rate it? I'm probably going to say around about a 6. You know, it weren't bad, you know, but I feel as though for people that do enjoy milk chocolate and they wanted to give this a go, then you're going to feel a bit disappointed because, like I say, the white chocolate tends to overpower that milk chocolate just a little bit. So the next one we're going to give a go is the Dairy Milk Peppermint, which, you know, I'm kind of hoping is going to be a bit more overpowering, I guess you could say, than the Galaxy Mints that we tried a little bit earlier on. So we'll give that one a go, and we'll see what happens. When I can actually open it, there we go. Oh well, I've taken off a bit more than I thought. I was literally planning to take one row off, but I've taken a row and a half off. So I'm just going to literally try and munch on this and see what I think. Here we go. You know what's funny? Is I probably would say I prefer the Dairy Milk Peppermint to the Galaxy Smooth Mint. And the reason why is, first of all, the texture of the Dairy Milk Peppermint is so much more creamier when it's in your, I know that sounds so wrong, but it's so much more creamier when it's in your mouth when you're eating away at it, than the Galaxy Smooth Mint. You know, the Galaxy Smooth Mint, it just tastes like a normal chocolate bar with a hint of mint to it, but whereas the Dairy Milk Peppermint, it's kind of a mixture of both. You get that chocolate bar, you get that chocolatey taste, but at the same time, like even right now, on the roof of my mouth, I can feel that minty kind of feeling on the roof of my mouth right now. And it's honestly, it's so good. It really is. If I was to give this a rating out of 10, what would I give it? I'm probably going to say around about I'm going to say a 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. That is not bad, to be honest, for a chocolate bar. The next one we're going to give a go is this special edition Cadbury Dream Marvellous Creations Raspberry. So now, like I said a little bit earlier on in this vlog, this one is, I think, a limited edition here in the UK. I think you can only find it in B&M stores here in the UK, but I think you can get this in Australia, if you live in Australia, that is. So it is such a shame that Cadbury Dream has technically been discontinued here in the UK, but not over in like other parts of the world, because honestly, Cadbury Dream, I used to love eating it when I was a child. Anyway, so this is how it looks, by the way. It's white chocolate, of course, because Cadbury Dream is white chocolate, and obviously it's got those little raspberry bits inside. So we're going to give this a go now. Do you want to know something? I feel as though there's a little, it sounds like there's a little bit of popping candy in my mouth, a little bit. I can, yeah, I don't know if that's like the raspberry bite bits, you know, like the little raspberry bits in the Marvellous Creation. Does it say with popping candy? Yeah, it does, yeah. Popping candy. Raspberry flavoured candy chips, raspberry flavoured jelly pieces, and popping candy in dream white chocolate. Ah, that's why then. So there is a bit of popping candy in it. But yeah, honestly though, I do think that was quite nice. There is a little bit of a raspberry aftertaste to go with it as well. Quite chewy, I thought, in some places, and also a bit crunchy as well. But that might be either the raspberry little pieces within the Cadbury Dream itself, or it might just be the popping candy itself as well. So there we go. Out of 10, what would I probably rate it? I'd probably say a 7 out of 10. So not a bad score. The next one we're going to give a go is this Cadbury Milk Chocolate Coated Peanuts and Raspberry Bites. Oh, excuse me. I do apologise. I'm burping away now. Now, this is an issue, because it is a mix of Cadbury Milk Chocolate Coated Peanuts and Raspberry Flavoured Bites. So I don't know which ones are going to be which is going to be very interesting. But we'll give this one a go, I guess. This is a really, really big one, by the way. Look at that. Look at the size of that. Anyway, now, is it raspberry or is it peanut? How are we going to be able to tell the difference? Oh, wait, no. This is raspberry. Yeah, this tastes of raspberry. That was raspberry. Let me just see if I can get another one. Let's try a smaller one. Let's see if this one's a peanut. Oh, that one was raspberry. Hold on, is that going to be raspberry? Okay. Well, not unless the peanuts are within the raspberry as well. No. It says here, a mix of milk chocolate coated peanuts and raspberry flavoured jelly pieces. Anyway, look, what do I give this anyway out of 10? I'm actually going to say this is an 8.5 out of 10. And I'll tell you why now. Those raspberry pieces, they are heaven. Like, honestly, I know that I've just read there that they're raspberry flavoured jelly pieces. And yeah, they definitely do taste of like the raspberry gelatins that you probably find in like maybe a bag of sweets or something like that. So, honestly, I think that was really, really nice, to be honest. So, it's just a bit confusing though. Like, obviously, you know, you've got a mix of like peanuts and raspberry jelly bites as well within it. And finally, we're going to try the peanuts, the coated peanuts. So, here we go. I mean, you can't go wrong with peanuts, chocolate coated peanuts. To me, they taste like normal. Actually, no. When I buy, like, let's say a supermarket branded peanut, like milk chocolate peanuts, the Cadbury ones taste a lot different to the supermarket branded chocolate coated peanuts, which, to be honest, I'm not going to lie, I do, as much as the Cadbury chocolate peanuts are a bit more expensive, whereas supermarket branded chocolate peanuts, they're around about a quid, maybe £1, £1.25 or something like that. But those ones, I tell you, add some Cadbury chocolate onto it, that's nice. That's actually really nice, I'm not going to lie. I would probably say supermarket branded chocolate peanuts, and I say that because obviously all supermarkets, they do their own brand of chocolate peanuts in a packet, right? I'm probably going to say, I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. Cadbury chocolate peanuts, I'm probably going to give a higher up grading and give it an 8.5 out of 10. Because they're honestly, with Cadbury chocolate, they're delicious. You know, I was a bit concerned because I did think to myself, well, they're just basically chocolate peanuts, you know, like I would have got in a shop, in a bag, in a packet. But the chocolate in those ones tastes a lot different to the chocolate that I'm used to eating from a bag of chocolate peanuts when I get a bag of chocolate peanuts from a supermarket. So, there we go. Okay, anyway, and the final thing that I do have to taste test, which I have been seeing around in supermarkets for the last couple of weeks now, and I thought finally I would pick it up, even though it's Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, and I do tend to have full-fat Coca-Cola or, you know, Pepsi Max. But I thought I'd give this a go because it is cinnamon flavoured, and it is a cinnamon flavoured Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. I saw this yesterday at the shop, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to taste test it for this week's episode of the weekly vlog. So I'm going to just open this bottle cap right now, which I really hate the fact it's like that, but hey, times are changing, I guess. Let's give this a whirl. Very interesting. I don't know whether I've literally just gulped this. Like, I've literally just taken 3 mouthfuls of this. And straight away, as it's going down my throat right now, right, literally, and entering into my digestive system, I don't really know if I like this. No, I don't think I do. I will drink the rest of it because, well, I paid for it, so I am gonna drink the rest of this. But is this something that I would buy again? I probably wouldn't. However, though, what I will say is what rating I would give it. I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 because it's just not nice. Like, the aftertaste to it isn't nice, and you know, just having it, like, literally whilst it's like swirling around, while it's swirling around in your mouth when you're drinking it, like, it just doesn't taste nice at all. Anyway, there we go. I wanted to give those bits of chocolate and obviously that Coca-Cola a taste test on this week's episode of the weekly vlog. So I just thought, you know, it'd be good content to show you guys, especially when I've had it in my, especially when I've had all this chocolate in my snack box over the last couple of weeks. I have wanted to eat it, but to be honest, I've not been able to because I'm like, no, I need to save it because I'm going to do a YouTube video on some of these things. So now I can safely go away and eat some of this stuff now while I'm watching TV or watching movies or whatnot. So, which is great. I was going to go to the cinema today, by the way, but because of the snow, which it has, I believe, I'm just going to double check as it stopped. It has stopped snowing now, which is great news. But I was going to go to the cinema this afternoon at 12 o'clock. The time of doing this right now is 12:39. So I've decided not to go today because of the bad weather, but I am going to be going to the cinema tomorrow. I'm going to be seeing the movie Wicked tomorrow afternoon, and then straight after that I'm going to be going off to see the movie that I was going to go and see today at the cinema, but obviously I couldn't because of the fact that it was snowing and stuff, and obviously I don't want to be late to the cinema because the buses have been delayed because of travel and stuff like that. So I am going to go to the cinema tomorrow afternoon as well. Straight after Wicked, I'm going to go and see the movie Paddington in Peru, which is Paddington 3, after watching Paddington 1 and 2 yesterday on Netflix. And by the way, if you do want to know my thoughts on Paddington and Paddington 2, then feel free to check out my latest episode of Steve's Movie Wrap-Up, which is available to watch right now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Feel free to check that out after this week's vlog has officially ended. So there we go. Anyway, what I am going to do though for this afternoon is I'm going to catch up on some more movies that have been released on streaming services recently. I don't know what movie I'm going to watch just yet, but I'll get round to figuring that out once I put my TV on, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do this afternoon. For dinner this evening, I've done me and my mum a spaghetti bolognese. I've added some red onions and some peppers into this spaghetti bolognese, along with a little bit of a sprinkle of mozzarella cheese. It is Thursday night and I have come upstairs to my room because I am just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran on Skype on my iMac. So I'm just going to sign in to my iMac now. Once I've got my drink out the mini fridge. Obviously I am drinking my Monster Juiced Mango Loco is what I'm drinking, so I'm going to drink that while I have a video chat with my friend Kieran on Skype. I just spent the last 45 minutes downstairs watching YouTube on my iPad, I was watching a YouTuber called She's Scared, because I do follow her on YouTube, and she does reactions to horror movies on her YouTube channel, She's Scared, and she was reacting to the movie The Substance, which she's never seen before until recently, so I wanted to see her reaction. Her reaction did make me laugh a little bit, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, anyway, I am now going to have a Skype call with my friend Kieran on Skype on this Thursday evening. It's been a while since I last did this, but I'll very quickly show you what movies I purchased recently on digital. I've just purchased Caddo Lake, Puppy Love, The Wild Robot, Scary Movie 1 to 5, The Crow. I enjoy The Crow. 1994 one's better than the 2024 version. Penguins of Madagascar, Madagascar 3, Madagascar 2, and Madagascar. I've also recently purchased Migration, Kung Fu Panda 1 to 4, Hotel Transylvania, and Hotel Transylvania 1 to 3. I've also purchased Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick, Jumanji, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, Jumanji The Next Level, Rango, The Lost City, The Bad Guys, Booksmart, The Faculty, Bicentennial Man, which by the way is one of my all-time favourite Robin Williams movies, The Lost Boys, The Warriors, and The Breakfast Club as well. Oh, and I also purchased VHS Beyond recently, as well as Cuckoo as well. Transformers 1 I've currently got on pre-order at the moment, so whenever that does get released on digital platforms, that will be available for me to watch, and the same for Smile 2 as well. Those two are on pre-orders at the moment, so as soon as they reach digital platforms, they'll be available in my purchase list for me to watch. And I also purchased Strange Darling as well, which I think I may recall me saying maybe a couple of weeks ago. So that is what's on my digital watch list, digital purchase list that I have purchased recently. And by the way, can I just say that some of those movies, actually probably I'm going to say around about 75% of those movies that I have purchased recently have been on the 50% offer list on Amazon. So they've been around about $3.99, $4.99 to buy. So yeah, so anyway. So that is some of the movies that I have purchased recently on Amazon Prime Video on my purchase watch list. Can I just say, right, look how very pretty Gabby looks in this thumbnail. Doesn't she look really pretty? I think she looks really pretty in the thumbnail. Just look at her hair. Yeah, honestly. Anyway, I'm just about to watch Gabby's recent vlog that she has uploaded, by the way, and it's called Decluttering the House, My Life, and more moving moaning as well. So I'm going to give that a watch right now on my iPad on this Thursday evening. Going to catch up on this week's episodes of EastEnders, as I've got Monday's episodes to watch, Tuesday's episode to watch, Wednesday's episode, and today's episode to watch as well. So I'm going to watch that now over on BBC iPlayer. On everyone, it is Friday morning. It's 10:35 or just gone 10:35 on this Friday morning, and I've woke up, got dressed, and well, I had a shower in the bathroom and got dressed on this Friday morning. Just made myself my first flask of tea of the day, and for breakfast today I've got chocolatey square cereal. So it is Friday afternoon, currently taking Simba for a walk, just taking him up the footpath, and I'm taking him towards the village now, and then I'm going to walk him back from the village down the footpath all the way back home again. My eye on my right side seems to be a bit weird. I think the thing is I've had a lot of stress going on lately, so my eye's gone a bit funny. It's probably one of those stress cysts that I've got on my eyelid at the moment, so do bear with me while my eye looks a little bit weird on one side of my face. But hey, you know, I still carry on though, don't I? I still carry on with these vlogs, no matter my appearance. I still look good. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. But I'm taking Simba for his walk though on this Friday afternoon. In the back garden, opening the shed, and I have got the Christmas tree right here. Me and my mum, we've decided to get the Christmas tree out from the shed. Oh, hello, there's Monty. Monty! Monty, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hello. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so we're getting the Christmas tree out from the shed, this is the Christmas tree, and somewhere, I think it's just down there, there's some sort of decorations or something. So yeah, so I'm going to get this Christmas tree out of the shed now on this Friday afternoon. For dinner tonight, I've got a garlic chicken Kiev with some chips and mixed veg. It's Friday night, just gone 11:30. I've had a video call with Zoe tonight. We've been just chatting and stuff. By the way, I'm just going to give you a quick update on Zoe. Obviously, I did say about Zoe not coming down this week. Obviously she hasn't come down this week and stuff. What I have said to her, because she's got some, without going into detail of course, but because she has got some issues going on at home where she lives and stuff, like personal stuff going on at home, I have said to her, for the time being, focus on those personal issues that she's got going on at home at the moment. Obviously now we're creeping up very quickly to Christmas as well now, and obviously it is going to be really busy on the trains and all of that stuff, you know, with people travelling from destination A to destination B to go and see their family and their friends and stuff, and obviously celebrate Christmas. So what I have said to her is, let's not meet up for now. Let her focus on what she needs to focus on personally, and then in the new year, in 2025, I said maybe we can start off the new year by meeting up with one another and doing a couple of bits and pieces with each other, and she may also bring down her kids with her as well. I think she said she might consider coming down literally before her daughter goes back to school in the new year, so that'll be quite nice actually, to meet her son and her daughter as well and see her for the first time in, well, yeah, 6 years. So yeah, so that is what we've decided to do for now. So I have had a video call with her this evening and stuff. We've had a long conversation with one another, but yeah, that is what we've basically decided to do. So for the time being, I will keep you guys updated and posted as to when me and Zoe are meeting up and stuff like that, as and when it does happen, okay? But in the meantime though, my phone has just updated. It needed a software update, so I've just updated my phone. So I'm just going to unlock my phone and just make sure that's all set up ready for tomorrow. And then I'm going to put my camera on charge, and then I'm heading off to sleep because I do have work tomorrow. I'm not really looking forward to walking in the weather tomorrow because Storm Bert is hitting the UK, across the UK, in the early hours of tomorrow morning. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be caught up in Storm Bert tomorrow morning. So I kind of really do hope and pray that one of my work colleagues that normally drives past me in the mornings, she does normally pick me up when she sees me, but I'm really hoping that she'll drive past tomorrow and see me and pick me up, so that way I don't really have a long way to walk to work, especially in the weather, especially if it's going to be like heavy rain and gusty winds and stuff. I don't want to be walking in that, I really don't. To be honest with you, I am considering getting a bicycle, but I'll tell you more about that maybe either later on this week's episode of the vlog, or maybe in next week's episode of the vlog. We'll wait and see what time we've got left from this week's episode of the vlog. But anyway guys, I'm going to head off to sleep now, so good night. I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Saturday. Just got back home on this Saturday afternoon, by the way, and I have bought a couple of bits. I had to buy some chips because we run out of chips, and I also had to buy some oil because we run out of oil for when we cook stuff on the hob, so I had to get that today for my mum. But I also got myself a couple of bits and pieces as well. I found this today in work, a big bar of dairy milk winter mint crisp. I always buy at least one of these every year at Christmas, so this is my annual winter mint crisp dairy milk chocolate bar that I'm probably only going to buy the one this year, but I got this. It's £4 on club card in Tesco at the moment, so I picked that up for myself today. It's really funny because I've still got the Dairy Milk Dream Cadbury chocolate bar to eat, and I've still got a Dairy Milk chocolate bar to eat from the other day as well. I'm pretty certain there was one more, or that might just be me, but anyway. So yeah, so I did get that, and I also did get myself 2 bottles of this L'Oreal Men Expert Pure Carbon Total Clean Carbon Shower 5-in-1, which is body, face, hair, beard and moisturize, but obviously I don't have a beard. But anyway, so for me it's a 4-in-1 pretty much, but obviously I've run out of shower gel, so I needed to get some more shower gel, so I picked up 2 bottles of this for when I next have a shower. Obviously I'm not going to use 2 bottles when I next have a shower, but you know, I just always like to stock up on this stuff. Anyway, I have just got home from work though on this Saturday afternoon, and now I'm just about to get out my work uniform as well on this Saturday afternoon. I have some white chocolate and raspberry cookies now, which I got from Rose Bakery at my workplace. For dinner this evening, it's a McDonald's takeaway, and this is what I went for. I went for a cheesy McCrispy burger. So let me just open up the burger and show you. Look at that. It's all over the place, I know, but there we go. I also got some cheese melt dippers as well in a share box. Now my mum's got 6 and I had 6, as there's 12 in a box. So there we go. There's my 6th there. And I also got a Terry's chocolate orange pie, which I'm really excited to try, by the way. Looking forward to giving that a go. And I've also got some large fries as well. And as for a drink, I went for a Coca-Cola Classic. It is Saturday night. I've decided to come upstairs for a little bit. Just fed the dog and the cat, and then I realised, well, my mum just told me that the cat and the dog had already been fed today when my sister came over. So they've technically been fed twice today. Whoops, but then again, I didn't know. I had no idea. I've decided to put this Marvel Oodie on me because I was getting quite cold, to be honest. As soon as I walked through my bedroom door and switched my light on, literally I felt that chill, and I was like, "Phew." Actually, you know what, I'm going to close my curtains because that might help to keep a little bit of the draft in. Maybe, I think, it feels like there's a draft in here, and it feels like it's coming from over there, to be honest. So maybe closing my curtains might help to keep that draft in a little bit, and, well, keep the draft out, not keep the draft in, keep the draft out a little bit. Anyway, I've also just made myself my last flask of tea for this evening, which I'm going to take my nighttime medication with as well. So I will do that very, very shortly. Is that an empty bag there? I'm going to put this empty bag. Is that an empty? Oh no, that's not an empty bag yet, because that's still got my my shower gels in it, so I'll take that out in a minute. I'm going to sort my bag out ready for tomorrow, because obviously I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going to get that sorted now on this Saturday afternoon. Just got home from work and just about to get out my work uniform. Giving the rabbits some food on this Sunday afternoon. Top the rabbits' water up with some fresh water in their water bowl in their hutch, and I have also topped up their hay as well that they've got in their little hay box in their hutch as well. Sunday afternoon, by the way. I've decided to turn my light on because it's a little bit dark in here. So anyway, and it's only, what is it, 2:30? I think it's about 2:30. I think, safe to say, 2:30, 2:40, basically, 2:40, so 23, and it's quite dark out there, excuse me. It is quite dark out there, but then again, that's what happens when you get stormy weather. Anyway, I've just got back from B&M at Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth because I had to go up there to go and get some more Christmas lights for the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is up in the living room. I've been helping my mum for the last couple of days put that up in the living room, so I'm not going to show you guys the Christmas tree just yet because it's not entirely done just yet. There's a little bit more to do. Obviously we do need to take the baubles off, and we do need to basically wrap the lights around the tree again because we've got some more lights to add to the tree as well, just to make it all nice and good looking basically, and very, very light. Let's say very light. So yeah, so anyway, I will show you guys the Christmas tree in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. I do also need to talk about Vlogmas, which I'm probably going to talk about in next week's episode of the weekly vlog as well for you guys. But anyway, so I went up to B&M to go and get some more Christmas lights for the Christmas tree, and I did get some bits and pieces for myself. It's going to be a very quick B&M haul. I got myself some Nescafe Aero mint peppermint flavoured mochas, so I got that. I also got myself a Monster Juice Mango Loco. I got myself 2 of these Pipeline Punch Monster Juiced energy drinks as well. So I'm going to put a couple of them away in my fridge very shortly. I also picked up a Terry's Chocolate Mint Orange. There we go, there it is, right there. So I picked that up. And finally but not least, you never guess what I picked up, guys. I found it today in B&M on the shop shelf. It is these chocolate, mint and berry bites, which is the ones that I actually wanted to give a go. So what I'm going to do before I wrap up this week's episode of the vlog is I'm going to give these a go and let you guys know my thoughts on them. So there we go. What are they? So they're a mix of Cadbury milk chocolate coated spearmint flavoured and raspberry flavoured jellies. Oh, okay, well this better be good. This better taste good. I really hope so. Anyway, so yeah, so that is pretty much everything that I did get at B&M today at Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth on this Sunday afternoon. Taking my washing that's been in the tumble dryer for pretty much a week. All week this week it's been in the tumble dryer, so I've only just taken it out of the tumble dryer and stuck it into my washing basket, which I'm now going to put away in my bedroom right now on this Sunday afternoon. For dinner this evening I've got a southern fried chicken breast with some chips and mixed veg. It is Sunday night, which means it's nearly 8 o'clock, and it also means I am just about to have a video chat with my friend Kieran over on Skype on my iMac for the next hour, and also as well I'm going to go to my mini fridge as well when my chair decides to move out the way. Why is my chair stuck? My chair, is it because of this? Oh, it might be because of my dressing gown. Can it move back now? Oh, now it can. Let me just move that out the way. There's a few things that I need to constantly move at the moment just to get to my mini fridge, which is a little bit annoying. Here we go. I've got it. It's slightly cold, slightly chilled, but here we go. I'm going to drink some of this Pipeline Punch Monster Energy while I have my video chat with Kieran over on Skype on my iMac right now on this Sunday evening. There are 2 YouTube videos that I need to catch up on. Wicked Part 1 movie review by Jeremy Johns, which I'm going to watch very shortly, and I'm also going to watch Daz and Will Eat Aunt Jackie's Food by Off the Hook as well, which got uploaded 3 hours ago on YouTube. So I'm going to watch both of those videos on my iMac right now on this Sunday evening. I was on video call with my friend Kieran over on Skype on my iMac this evening. I had a message actually from my granddad because I didn't speak to him last weekend because I forgot, genuinely, but I knew that this weekend I wouldn't have been able to speak to him on the phone because he told me that he was going down to Devon. Well, because of the storm that we've had here, Storm Bert, across the UK, he decided not to go down to Devon this weekend. He did message me earlier to say that he didn't end up going down to Devon this weekend, unfortunately, which is really weird because I did think to myself, I was like, I'm wondering if my granddad did end up going down to Devon because of the weather or not. So I kind of did have that in my mind. I had it in my mind yesterday, and I had it in my mind today as well, to be honest, thinking, I wonder if he really did go down to Devon. So yeah, so anyway, so I have messaged him back. I've just said to him that, you know, things aren't too bad here, and I said to him that I will give him a call tomorrow evening. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, so there we go. But yeah, so anyway, it was nice to hear from my granddad though, just to basically let me know that he didn't end up going down to Devon this weekend, because obviously he's got family that live down there. So I remember, I mean, I have been down to Devon once in my life, maybe once, but I've never, but that was when I was like really younger, so I was much younger then. But I do feel as though I should really go down to Devon at some point, so maybe that might be something I might maybe add to my 2025 list of things that I want to do next year. So maybe go down there with my granddad, Possibly. So, before I do wrap up this week's episode of the weekly vlog, I thought I would very quickly try these chocolate mint and berry Cadbury's bites that I got earlier today at B&M at Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth. I remember when I did buy the other jars, the other plastic jars of these, a couple of weeks ago, and I do remember me going, oh, I really wanted to try the chocolate mint and berry ones, and they didn't have them on the shelf. Well, I went in there today and they had them on the shelf, which is brilliant. So anyway, so I'm going to give them a go, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts and my ratings once I've given them a try. Okay, and they're quite big actually. Like, look how big this one is. Like, it's huge. Don't know how well you can see on the camera, but it is huge. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. Is that one mint? Taste of mint. I definitely, you know what, right? You can definitely feel. Okay. So the first one that I tried was mint. The second one that I've just had just now was the raspberry ones, because yeah, spearmint flavoured and raspberry flavoured. So the first one I had was a spearmint flavoured one, because it kind of had that hint of like spearmint. And actually, to be honest, as I'm speaking right now, I can kind of feel that sensation of spearmint on my tongue, believe it or not. Whereas the raspberry one that I had just a second ago, obviously I do recognise that one because of the raspberry bite ones that I had earlier in the vlog. So yeah, so honestly, so it's kind of a mixture of both the mint and the raspberry ones, you know, they are separated. But I'll tell you what though, the differences with these ones compared to, was it these ones? Peanut and raspberry bites. I've had the lot, by the way, but here's the empty packaging, which I'm going to throw away soon. So the difference with this is you didn't really taste the jelly in this one as such as you do with this one. When you bite into them, you taste the jelly a lot more. So yeah, which is very weird. But anyway, what would I rate it out of 10? You know what, I'm probably going to say an 8.5 out of 10 for these, because they were pretty nice. They would be something that I would buy again. I know they're £6 a jar, admittedly. They're quite expensive. But honestly, for a little treat every now and then, you know, getting these, if they do have them often, then I definitely would pick them up and buy them and have them as kind of like a little snack here and there. So yeah, so there we go. So that was the Cadbury chocolate mint and berry bites, okay, for you. So anyway, I am going to wrap up this week's episode of the weekly vlog here. So a massive thank you for watching this week's episode of the weekly vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well, okay? Now, obviously, you may have noticed over on my YouTube channel over the last week, there has been literally an upload every day at 4 PM, okay? And obviously, last night, there was an upload at around about 9 PM, which was my recent episode, which was my recent episode of the movie wrap-up as well. By the way, this vlog is the last of those daily uploads, okay? So we are back to uploading on a Sunday and on a Monday as well for the time being, okay? Excuse me, I've now got the hiccups now, great. So yeah, so obviously so I've got a movie wrap-up coming up this Sunday, which will be the 1st of December. 2024, and then my next weekly vlog will be uploaded on Monday the 2nd of December 2024. Both videos will be out at the usual time of 4 PM UK time as well, okay? So that's the other thing that I want to let you guys know. So yes, anyway, coming up in next week's episode of the weekly vlog, I'm going to start doing a little bit, only a little bit, not a lot, but only a little bit of Christmas content for you guys, okay? Especially as by the time that vlog gets uploaded, we are literally in the start of December as well, so it's only about time really that I start doing a little bit of Christmas content here and there for you guys. And also as well, another thing that I do want to mention is I will also let you guys know a little bit more details or a little bit more information on the 12 Days of Vlogmas series, which I have done in recent years, okay? Is it going to be back for 2024 or not? Well, you guys can find out in the next episode of Steve's Weekly Vlog, which will be out on Monday the 2nd of December. But until then, though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys again in my next YouTube video.